2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're here at Nashville tonight. Sorry for uh, the last couple of races that we have not been streaming. We've my streaming guys had a very tight schedule and has not been able to do it. But tonight we're here at Nashville for race 4, and we got 12 drivers in the race. We've had 3 different winners across 3 different races, and tonight we're looking to see if a fourth one is going to lock in, or if we're going to have our first repeat winner. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the R. Me and Biggie are going to take over commentating, and enjoy the race, guys.
Yep, and apologies again for the uh, clashing schedule. Hoping that won't be a problem moving forward. But for the opening lineup, while I have it up, it's going to be Max in that 24 in the pole position. And then it'll be Josh right there next to him in that 48. Loading will be in that 44. Scott Toyota right behind him. Slavic will be in that 32 Chevrolet. And as we go green, here they go. Already some contact off the start. Big pushing and shoving. Oh my god. Huge contact. Wow. Okay, and they finally get straightened up as they come onto the turn 3. Entering turn 3, Max still in the lead. Field still making contact behind him. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at Patrick in that 99 running second place right now as he gets sent up high. And, it looks like the entire field is bunching up once again. Everybody's just all over the place to start this race. Hopefully they calm down as the race goes on, but it looks like Josh now getting spun into the grass. Still some contact. This front pack is kind of calmed down as the drivers spread out. Hopefully as these drivers spread out around the field, it will be a lot less chaotic, and it looks like that's the case as everybody's starting to kind of get some space between each other. But now it looks like Max still holding a very sizable lead. It's Patrick flips, gets spun around, and I'm not sure if that'll bring out the caution or not, but yep, that will bring out a red flag to start off this race. Also, there's some other contact with BMX right there. More contact under yellow. So, some early chaos. Looks like some of these drivers getting a little bit too antsy. Maybe not giving enough room here to start this race. But hopefully, as the race goes on, they will kind of show more respect to each other instead of just running into the back of everybody. But so far, very short couple of laps right before that crash. Patrick flipping is what brought out that caution. So already you can see the order's kind of been shaken up as Max will still be in the lead. However, Gecko in the 23 will actually be lining up in second on this restart. And it looks like, I believe, who is that in that 84 car? I believe
84 would be Thunder.
So, to my understanding, Thunder is one of the newer drivers in the league. Is that correct?
He is.
So,
This is his second race. He made his first actual start last week at Atlanta, and he was able to bring home a third place finish with it.
so already some really success.
Mm-hmm.
So third place in Atlanta, and he already finds himself in second place on this restart. Now I know it's early in the race, but already working his way up rather quickly among the chaos. So
So after that brief, 5-lap stint, I know there's not really much to gather after all of that because it was a pretty chaotic initial start of the race. Who do you have as the winner?
I mean, this sounds really basic, but if you're one of those guys in the top three and you kind of get away from all the chaos, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you're just one of those guys who can keep it in the top three all day and not get uh, thrown into the wall because it's kind of chaotic right now, I think the thing you have to do right now is get up ahead and stay ahead. And I know that sounds like super simple, basic, but I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like the way these guys are racing each other right now, it's a lot of banging and bumping. So if you can get away from all that, uh, you have the best chance to win, hands down.
Well, as we get ready to go back green, it's Max and Thunder on the front row at the line, and
Hopefully,
we're racing again.
hopefully these guys are a little bit more conservative this time around, and they're not
I
beating
think they
bang.
will be after that first initial start.
So we're gonna ride along with Thunder here for a second, and they actually are keeping it rather clean. It looks like they've kind of figured out.
As the six kind of goes from low to high to low.
Oh,
I don't know
big
what he's doing. Oh, he's
dive,
getting
big dive from
spun.
loading, and that sends a six right up into the wall.
The 28 and the six, they're kind of going at it
They're
for
keeping
fourth.
it,
Here comes Gecko on the outside
keeping it
of Max.
rather
He's going to try
clean.
and look for the lead. They're going to be side by side. Oh, they're going
Three
to be three wide for the
wide.
lead.
And now Thunder's gonna tuck in right behind Max, trying to split it.
Oh,
Can't
he's trying to go
quite
on the
get there.
outside. He's going to get contact with the 23, and they're going to get sent into the wall.
And Loading will
But here
come out of
comes
nowhere, and
Loading
he
to
gains the
take
position.
advantage of that.
So now Loading looking to make a shot for that number three position, but he's forced to fall back. Kind of wanted
Max
the
is
track just a little bit.
Max is still kind of
Contact.
holding his lead. You know, Max won this race last season, and he's kind of got a. He's got as the 23 kind of shoots it in there a little bit too hard, and
Looks
that's
like they're
going
gonna
to
be
give
three
Loading the
wide
inside
for second
on
place.
Max.
Three wide for second, coming into turn one. Looks like Thunder chooses to let off as he ducks it in the middle, trying to go for that crossover on the straightaway. Once again, three wide for second place. Big racing for that
Oh, and
runner-up
Thunder kind of
spot.
overshoots the corner, and he kind of sideswipes the 23 a little bit. That's going to slow Loading down as Max still retains his lead.
Very, very tough racing for this runner-up spot. Oh, and now Thunder shoots it right up the inside of Max, and Max will actually have to drop back two
I will say
positions.
that the battle for the lead is very, very interesting
This,
at this track in the early laps.
This front four is battling a little bit too hard, though. Let's let
That's
the
going
rest
to
of the
bring
field
in
catch
Slinky.
up.
It's going to be 5 cars for a lead. Put those cars under a blanket as they're in the grass.
And amongst all that chaos, Loading actually takes the lead, but now Thunder will go up his inside, and he will take first as they come up to the straight.
Slinky's going to tuck in behind Max, and Max is going to try and tuck in behind Slinky, trying to look for any kind of
Looks like
aero
Max is going to get the
advantage that he
inside.
can get.
Three wide for first place. There's a little bit of contact coming to the line. Once again, three wide. Thunder backs out just a little bit, cuts it back inside. Kind of.
And for all of you viewers, the stages tonight for this race are 20, 20, 40 to make up the 80-lap race. And it's actually supposed to be a night race, so let me fix that.
Oh my God! Four wide for first place for a second. Ooh, that's a little bit too.
There we go.
There we
Give
go.
them a little bit of light.
So now Loading once again. I don't think anybody's going to really be able to keep that first place spot for too long.
I don't think they are. I think the draft for this, I think the draft on this setup is just a little bit too high that it's going to retain them from actually getting a spread out,
these guys are.
race just like we're used to. I mean, the back half of the pack is kind of spread out now, but put these 5 cars under a blanket and they're going to go for it.
These guys are definitely kind of chopping each other off. You got to think that
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
some
for sure.
emotions are going to start flying later in the race as these guys keep on kind of cutting down on each other.
I think it's going to be a Bristol, like a short track situation, where guys are going to have some tempers flaring, but I don't think we're going to see anything, anything too major out of these drivers tonight. I think they're going to try to keep their cool and just try to keep themselves collected, but definitely some tempers are going to flare tonight. But I think as the race goes on, they're going to try to figure out how they're racing each other and all that, and they'll soon figure out.
Well, it looks like there was a problem with the 28 as he got into the grass and ended up colliding with the wall. I'm surprised nobody else had an issue with that. But so far, it actually looks like this front four is starting to spread out just a little bit as you see the first place car of
He's
Gecko.
up to an eight. He's up to an 8/10 of a second lead over Max. As Max has finally pulled away from the other two cars that he was in a battle with.
And it looks like Gecko is going to have a whole bunch of just wide open pavement in front of him. Hopefully, he can really highlight on hitting his marks. That way, he doesn't give the field an opportunity to catch up to him. But if he can hit his marks,
clean air at this track is key. So if you can get that clean air, you're going to be out front.
But if he can hit his marks, I think he should be pretty good for this stage, as he was able to. But this is what I was talking about. If you can get in front, you can basically stay in front as long as you just pull away from the rest of that pack. As Gecko will actually increase his lead to over a second now. Oh, contact for second. It looked like Thunder got shoved into the grass. I wasn't quite sure. Actually, I'm going to take a look at that second place battle. Because it looks like Thunder had a drop out of it just a little bit. And it looks like some of these guys, still a bit of a pack going on, kind of like a mid-pack. But these top three guys have kind of spread out for the most part. And it looks like Gecko just keeps adding to that lead, just putting more time between him and Max. And now Max actually made a mistake, kind of clipped the apron a little bit.
Oh, the 84 and the 24.
So that is not good, not giving each other an opportunity to actually go and catch Gecko. As now Gecko goes up to a 2.3 second lead.
And there's actually a bit of controversy. A driver joined. Oh, this is the last lap. This is stage one.
Oh, there we go. Gecko will take stage one. He had that clear air, and he was just able to pull away from the rest of the field. So congratulations to Gecko for that stage one win. So a little bit chaotic for that first stage, but I think they smoothed it out for the most part towards the end.
Yeah, there's a couple of drivers actually talking about how the cars are actually more terrible than what they did in practice.
So maybe part of the problem is these guys are still
that it's the amount of people that are here.
So you think part of the issue is they're just still trying to figure out how the cars drive?
Well, a lot of these people actually were not here for practice. Slinky and Thunder and
So
Patrick wasn't here for practice, and
so inexperienced drivers kind of.
Zombie wasn't here for practice either. So there's a few drivers in the field tonight that did not come to practice. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of a lot of these drivers still trying to get used to the cars and all that.
Right. I think after that first stage, though, they should be pretty good to go. I feel like it looked to me there was still a little bit of contact towards the end of the stage, but it seemed to me like everybody kind of figured out how they wanted to run. But hopefully we have a little bit less contact coming into stage two. And it looked like the finishing order for those of you watching, it was Gecko first, Max was second, Thunder came in at third, Legends at fourth, Loading was at fifth, Slinky at sixth, Josh seventh, Slavic eighth, Patrick ninth, BMX 10, Dusty 11th, and Zombie at 12th. So that was your stage one finish. So now we'll get ready to go for stage two. And Gecko will, of course, be leading us off as we get ready to go. Just waiting for
Uh,
Max to take his position.
Here he is. So after stage two, we'll go ahead and after stage two, we'll go ahead and get a driver in here, a driver or two in here for interviews. We got to make up for some lost time because we did start uh, the race a little bit late.
And keep in mind, we may not have all our drivers here, Josh.
Correct.
So we do want to be a little bit quicker.
Josh is here. Josh is here.
Well, I know. He has a time. He's on a time limit. But that's okay. So we will get ready to go for stage two, just waiting for the all clear.
As we get ready to go back green, the field being led by Gecko and Max.
Now, what do you think is the better line to be on the restart?
Honestly, I would.
I'm
The
actually
inside is the inside is always the preferred line, but I think if you can get a good push heading into the corner, I think the middle line is the best way to go.
one thing I've actually noticed is some of these cars have actually been powering through on the outside.
They have been
Kind
They
of
have been. That's just because
pinning the
of-
inside guy down, and then not letting them have a chance to
exactly.
Get
Oh,
away
as the
off.
6 and the 28 get together out
Bit
of
of-
turn 2.
bit of contact in the back of the pack.
Here is Patrick up in the mix of it. Oh, as Max takes a swipe at someone. I don't know who that
It
was.
looks like Patrick was around.
Max is having all sorts of problems this stage.
So at the end of the first lap, Thunder will actually take the lead over Gecko, but now Gecko fighting back on that inside. Almost to the rear quarter panel. It looks like he's going to try to go for the inside. Nope. Thunder slams the door on him. Gecko wisely holds back and takes the inside, and Gecko will take the lead on that lap. So pretty big battle for first place. Both of these drivers just kind of sizing each other up. And we've got Zombie in the mix back there in third place, waiting for these two to make a mistake so he can capitalize on that. Still,
And last night at the race at Kansas, again, guys, this race was not streamed due to scheduling issues. But Zombie and Slavic were actually the top guys in that race last night. So Zombie being up here in third is no surprise right now. He's had consistent speed last night. He had consistent speed at Atlanta. So I think he's a real threat for the win tonight. As Max is getting shoved up in turn 4, he's going to lose 2 more positions
let's take a look
to
at
the
that.
6 and the 33.
Let's take a look at that mid pack right now. It looks like that's where a lot of the action is happening.
Yeah, the
Ooh, a lot
front
of these
5
guys are
right
stacked
now are a
up.
little spread out.
This mid pack is very stacked up.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we've
I
got.
think if an accident... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay.
I was going to say, I think if an accident comes anywhere, I think it's going to happen between these 5 cars in
Oh.
the mid-pack.
Definitely, because these guys they're trying to get past each other so they can just make a charge up to these top
The
three.
32 and the 6 kind of spread out a little bit, but Max is going ahead, and Loading and Josh are kind of finally back into position now.
I think with the nature of how this race is going, I think some of these guys are going to have to kind of link up and try to push each other up to that top 3, or else they're never going to get there.
Yeah, really.
You can battle for position all you want with these guys that are right next to you, but at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to get any kind of significant track position unless you hook up with one of these guys and just
Now I will say last season, I mean, or not last season, season 30 it was, Max here at Nashville 2 seasons later, or 2 seasons ago, wrecked in late, or not late, but at the very beginning of stage 3, went back to the pack, like he went to the back, said he could not win. He said over the radio that he could not win that race. Comes back from 10th in a spread out field that's 9 seconds apart, 60 laps, and comes back to win the race. He single-handedly did that job by himself with no help, no draft, just bump draft. Nobody even was remotely near him to help him. So I think if anybody can do it tonight, I think Max is going to have the strength. He's just got to figure out these cars and figure out how these guys are going to drive him.
Well, unfortunately, he's having a little bit of trouble getting past Legend right now, as both of them got sent up into the wall. But it looks like Max is actually going to move his way
He's actually past Legends now. He's
up
moving
the
past
pack.
Slavic.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look back at that top three real quick.
Yeah.
Looks like Gecko actually secured a sizable lead over Thunder.
He has. He's brought that back up to 7/10 of a second, just where he was at the end of stage 1. As we now have 10 to go in stage 2.
I'm not sure what happened to Zombie, but it looks like Zombie's
There's
lost a
car
significant
sitting on the
amount.
inside on the back stretch.
So,
It's BMX, and he's not in the game anymore.
possible caution, or do you think it'll be okay?
His car is low enough on the track. I think it'll be okay. Let me un-S-lock and see if he's trying to rejoin.
Well, it does. Oh, big contact with the wall for Thunder, and Thunder will actually spin into the grass. So
He's going to lose that position too.
bit of a really
No,
tough
maybe
break.
not. Maybe not. He's going to hold the position over Zombie.
Well, we're gonna take a look
And
at.
that gives Gecko an almost 2-second lead. Oh, there's BMX now.
We're gonna take a look at Thunder real quick. I'm not sure what happened with him. I think he may have just gotten to the gas a little bit too quick, and
Well, we actually do have a problem with the 33 car. His car is ghosted on the backstretch doing circles. It's not in the way. It's not like a threat to cause a caution, but it does need to be stopped, or else it could make its way onto the track and cause a wreck.
ooh, big contact with Loading.
Oh,
and
loading in
Zombie.
the grass in turn 3.
Looked like Loading kind of got into Zombie on the exit of that turn, and that just got him super loose and sent him into the grass. Loading still in position to take away that third spot from Zombie, but I think this is going to be your order unless something comes up. Maybe a caution or something. A lot of these guys need a caution if they want to gain any kind of position, because this field is definitely spread out. We're going to take a look at that middle pack once again. We'll take a look at Patrick running near the back, having a battle with Dusty right now.
Oh, what happened to Slavic? He was up in front of Max in 5th, and now he's back to 11th.
Possible contact with another car, maybe send him back. Very devastating. If you have any kind of problems or issues and you find yourself hitting the wall or getting into another driver, it can be detrimental for your position. And it looks like Max is still battling with Legends for that 5th position. He's right there trying to make a move. And Loading actually catching up to Zombie for that 3rd place position, slowly but surely. And at this point in the race, I don't think any of these guys they're not really thinking, oh man, I got to get up to the front right now. I think they're just,
I think they're trying to plan out their
keep my
rest of
position,
the race.
keep my position, just keep cool. Don't give up my position to anybody else. Just kind of stay. If you have an opportunity, take it. But I don't think any of these guys are being super aggressive about positions right now. As I say that, Max actually got out the inside of Legends back there and is actually threatening his 5th place position. These guys are side by side.
As now Gecko has a 2.1 second over Thunder.
It actually.
This is the last lap of the stage.
And it looks like this is going to be the finish right here between Max and Legends. These guys are still side by side.
Max right now has it over Legends. He's going to take 5th away from Legends. If Legends can get on the inside, nope, he's going to hold off Legends, and Max is going to get the spot.
That's very big. Every little position helps on this track. So Gecko will once again take a stage win. So very dominant performance from Gecko right now. And that was not easy. He was in a battle.
Wasn't. He had to fight to pull away from that 2nd place car of Thunder.
He was in a battle with Thunder for quite a while side by side.
He was.
So a lot of discipline from Gecko to be able to outlast Thunder.
Gecko is actually a new driver. This is his. Okay, so we have a little bit of a controversy here with Slinky. Apparently, he's crossing under the line to gain positions.
So a bit of a shake up here. Order still relatively the same from last stage, other than Max falling back. But
Black flag on the 28 for illegal passing on the track. Cannot go on the apron at all on this racetrack.
now you can go on the apron if you are forced down there. However, you cannot advance your position. You cannot use the apron to any kind of you can't use the apron for any kind of gain, basically. So
No, you can't.
that'll be a big penalty for.
Now, if the apron on the front stretch was a little bit wider, I would, the officials would say that the apron on the front is allowed, but the apron all around the track is not allowed. Due
Correct.
to
And it's just dangerous. I mean, you get on that apron and it kind of locks your car up. You know what I mean?
it does. You can't. It's almost impossible to save it.
So that'll be a very costly penalty for Slinky. So hopefully he's able to make his way up. But a pretty quick race so far.
Already 40 laps into this, and we have 40 laps to go to decide the winner.
Not. I won't say it hasn't been an interesting race. There's definitely been a lot of good battles, but definitely not a. It was chaotic the first stage, but it hasn't been very chaotic since. So pretty.
No, it's actually been a very calm race. Just the
Yeah.
only exciting part is the restarts.
Pretty calm race. But the field has been spreading out, so not too much.
No,
of an
not at
issue.
all.
But definitely look for Gecko and Thunder to be at it once again as we get ready for the restart.
Oh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. That was not supposed to be heard.
So here we go, getting ready for the restart.
It's going to be Gecko and Thunder on the front row. Heading back into this restart, Biggie, do you change your idea on who is going to win the race?
Well, I didn't really have an idea on who I thought was going to win, but honestly, watching Gecko, I think Gecko's got this one.
Thunder has a huge problem coming off of turn 2. He just lost positions like a rock.
I think he just drove it too hard into the corner.
He definitely cooked it too. Zombie is going for the lead. He shoved the 23 up.
Huge
New
move
leader,
to the inside.
car.
And that's actually going to put Gecko in a bad position. As Ooh, I think that was Dusty, wasn't it? What happened?
It was Dusty. I have to watch the replay stream for that.
I'm not sure what happened. He just kind of came out of nowhere. And
Yeah, he was just sitting on the track.
was there a problem with the restart? I didn't realize that he didn't get going. I'm not sure what happened.
I didn't either. I never saw him. I never saw him get going. I never saw him not go.
Maybe an issue with lag or something, but it looked like he didn't get going. So by the time the rest of the field came by, he was just an obstacle.
I think NARAS officials are going to keep Dusty one lap down for that. As Max is giving Thunder his 5th place start. That'll move Max back to 6th.
That was definitely a big break for
Oh,
Gecko.
no, never mind. Max is 5th, Thunder is 4th. Never mind. As now it's loading on the front row with his driver, Gecko.
Now, Loading, I know we haven't really said Loading's name a whole lot, but he has been up in that top 4 pretty consistently.
We haven't said Loading's name all season since Daytona. He was terrible at Daytona and Atlanta and Kansas. He wasn't too bad. Now he did rack up a top 5 last night at Kansas. This is a doubleheader weekend for NARAS.
Well, I think he's been keeping himself in position to stay with these front guys, and you can see it right now as he's going to be
Oh
starting
yeah,
in right in the front. But that was a big break for Gecko because on that restart he actually got hung up on the outside, so that would have been pretty detrimental for his.
he did. But the big loss of it was Thunder losing a lot of positions on that restart after getting
Hopefully,
shoved up out of the way.
hopefully he doesn't have any problems on this restart. There's already a little bit of contact with the field. Gecko shoves Loading way down to the apron.
Zombie's
And
gonna back off from that. He knows the
it
rules.
looks like Slinky's in the grass. I'm not sure what happened
Slinky
there.
wrecked. That's a one car, so no caution for that.
And Gecko is already pulling out in front of
He's
this
got a
pack.
half a second lead over Thunder and Zombie. This kid is impressive.
And now we've got Zombie and it looks like Josh now in the mix. It looks like they're going to go 3 wide for second
Josh
place.
and Max back. Max is back into the top 5. He's also in contention for this race win.
So it looks like Josh is going to bring up second place. He's got Thunder right back there on the outside, but I don't think Thunder has any help with him. 3 wide just for a second.
I keep thinking to myself, Biggie, the more that these guys battle, the less of a chance they're giving themselves to go and catch the leader of Gecko. The
Well,
more
now we
they
got-
battle, it's just going to slow them down. They can't catch the 23 car in time.
Well, now we've got the 2 Lead Motorsport teammates who are running 2 and 3, so maybe they'll get up together and try and go chase down Gecko.
Maybe they can turn this into a super speedway and push each other to go catch the 23.
And now
I
we've
know
actually
Lee Motorsports has a lot of history working together.
we've still got Thunder and Loading in the mix. Don't forget about them. Zombie's still there with them as well. Gecko's lead actually, it looks to me like his lead's dwindling just a little bit.
Yeah, it is, and I think he's starting to realize that, and it's putting some pressure on him as he goes high and Max goes low.
Oh,
That's
big
going to give him a
mistake.
big advantage over Gecko.
Big mistake for Gecko. I'm sure that's going to close the gap down to about 0.5.
He's definitely feeling the pressure now, Biggie.
And now we've got Thunder right back in the mix, right behind Josh.
Oh, 0.4 of a second.
Yep,
For the lead.
huge loss for Gecko right
Max
there.
goes high, Josh goes low. That's going to give the advantage back over to Gecko.
It looks like Gecko made up for it, though. He took a really nice corner right there.
He did.
Gecko kind of finding his line, and now Thunder's battling with Josh for that 3rd place position. Josh is still fighting back with Thunder, though. So Gecko did gain a little bit of time.
He did. He gained about a tenth, maybe half a tenth of a second.
Ooh, a little bit of contact. Thunder will actually move to second as he dived up the inside. Crazy move right there. Just gained 2 positions from 1 corner. But, of course, that's going to give Gecko a lot more time to pull away.
It is. And, I got to give, a little bit of slack to Thunder. He is a rookie, so he's not really...
Oh, he's racing hard. He wants this.
He's racing a little bit too hard and he's racing a little bit too aggressive, and that's going to slow these other guys down. And it's going to cause Gecko to keep pulling away with the lead, and that's not what these guys want.
I don't think you can really fault him, though. He's just racing hard.
He is. Well, him racing hard is maybe causing the other drivers to slow down a little bit more than what they want to slow down for.
Well,
If
it
that
looks
makes
like
any
he's.
sense.
It looks like he's actually. Maybe not. It looks like Josh and Max are actually putting pressure right back on him. So Thunder
Yeah.
maybe not pulling away. Loading is back in the mix, giving Josh a big push. Josh will actually take 3rd place from Max. Max hanging it up on the outside. Little bit of contact between Josh and Loading.
Max falls back behind Loading. As now Loading is looking to...
Josh goes
Loading
way
sends the
high.
48 into the wall. That's going to allow now Thunder to pull away with second.
So now Loading right back up in 3rd place. I think Loading's actually got a chance to catch up with Thunder right here.
I think so, too. If he
Now
can just get a small
Slavic.
sniff of that draft.
Slavic for the first time up in this mix.
As now Gecko goes high, that's going to give a little bit of the advantage back to Thunder.
I think. Oh, it looks like Thunder is actually putting some time between him and those
Not
guys.
much, but it is a little bit. So it's definitely noticeable.
Slowly
As
chipping
now
away.
Max and Josh are just non-existent in the battle for this lead now.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be. Oh, big contact with Josh and Max. Max. Oh, Zombie got turned right into the grass by Max. Looks like Max was trying to save it, and Zombie was just in the
That's
wrong
probably a
place at the
little
wrong
bit
time.
of retaliation after last night. Zombie was racing Max real hard and sent Max up into the wall, and then Max goes back and dumps him later on. So I think this is still a little bit of retaliation from last night at Kansas.
Well, we are going to ride with Thunder in second place right now, and we're going to watch him try and catch Gecko. He is actually closing that gap slowly but surely. It was about zero point 0.7, and he's closed the gap to zero point 0.6. So definitely methodically chipping away at that lead.
Yeah,
And we'll
it's
see. We'll
yeah,
see
as
what
you
time
said,
he
it's now
puts up.
down to 6.3. Oh, it's back up to
Uh,
7/10 of a second, but it's staying relatively close. There's
I
still
think
about 22 laps to go, 24 laps to go in this race, so anything is still possible. We could have another late race caution like we did last night in Kansas.
and pardon me if I'm incorrect on this, but I think the best line for Thunder to be running right now is just to enter in, kind of in the middle, and then just hold it on the bottom so that he can get a huge run off exit.
Yeah,
But
that's if Gecko makes a mistake and goes high. That's the line that you want to run because you can gain a track advantage, kind of like a physics advantage over the guy that runs high.
well, we'll see what he
Um,
puts up here. Bit of a bad corner for Thunder, giving up a little bit more time. And yeah, oh, he actually closed a huge gap despite the mistake out of turn four.
he did,
Closed about.
but he just lost it having a bad corner in turn 1 and 2.
Well, you definitely have to. I think if you're Thunder right here, you're not really worried about Gecko so much as you are worried about yourself hitting these marks. Because no matter what you do, the way you drive is going to decide how far he pulls away.
Exactly.
So
Let's ride back here with loading for a little bit.
we are going to take a look at loading. And it looks like loading actually fell back behind Thunder as it's now a over 2 second gap as he was on the apron just a little bit. Looks like he lost the car. But yeah, loading kind of falling back now. Still in a good, comfortable third place position, but I don't think he has a chance unless there's a late caution to really put up a fight.
So now, if you were loading, as we have a car flipped in the infield,
Oh, who was that?
Dusty apparently has flipped into the infield.
Well, that will change everything. Wow. Now, I realized Thunder was kind of gaining time, but he wasn't being consistent enough to really
No, he was
close
never
that
gaining
gap.
consistent time. He wasn't gaining like 2/10 every lap or a thousandth of a second every lap. It was kind of fluctuating between 6/10 to 7/10 of a second behind Gecko. But Gecko is still holding strong on this lead. He's
Well, you've got to think
dominated all race, and he's actually got the halfway lap locked up too.
you've got to think that
That's
this restart is going to decide a whole lot of things.
it definitely is. You've got loading in third. You've got BMX in fourth, Max in fifth. So he's still a strong threat for this race. Josh in sixth, with Slavic back there in seventh. So
Honestly,
there's still a lot of guys that can compete for this win.
honestly, any of these guys in the top six right now, I think, have on this restart. If you can get a good restart, any of these guys in the top six have a chance.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You just need one good restart. But I think Thunder's in a bad spot right now. I see that outside line not being able to. I've noticed on these restarts that outside line has got to kind of been getting hung out to dry. So not exactly the position that Thunder wants to be in.
No,
But he has proven that even with mediocre restarts, he's been able to get back up there. So, but a couple of new faces making their way up. Slavic actually sitting there at the fourth spot. He hasn't been up there too much today, so you got to imagine he's going to be eager to try to make a shot for that top spot. And of course, we've got loading up there. Loading has been a considerable threat this entire stage. Consistently running in those top three. So we'll see if he can actually close it out here. Start making a move.
As we're going to get ready to go back racing.
And of course, we've got Max and Josh still in a very good position to put up a significant fight. But here we go. This restart. I think this restart decides who the winner is.
This restart is going to decide a lot. It's going to decide who comes out with the lead and how far of a lead you're going to come out with. And if you can catch
Thunder
or not.
immediately drops down.
Thunder goes down, and that's going to give Gecko already an early lead.
I think Thunder was trying to pin Gecko down early and not let him get
As
up.
Max is now losing all kinds of positions. He had a terrible, terrible restart.
Gecko not with a huge sizable lead. Thunder still has a chance to get up his inside. It looks like Thunder's going to go for it. Thunder gets up the inside, and I think Thunder's going to lead that lap. So
yeah, that was close.
Very, very tough racing, and Thunder's going to try to close the door on Gecko. He does. And you've got these guys still racing in third and fourth. Third and fourth still has a chance to win this. We've got, I believe that's, looks like that's Slavic.
Max just dropped like a rock. He is last.
Slavic, and it looks like BMX are pulling up the third and fourth positions. Now Thunder is actually kind of pulling away just a little bit from Gecko, but Gecko, you got to imagine he's going to send it up the inside right here. Couldn't quite get it to stick on the bottom, but he definitely got a better corner than Thunder did. So now Thunder will shut the door.
It was a huge problem in the back, and now Max is 7, almost 8 seconds behind everybody after restarting fourth.
Oh my gosh, close racing for first and second. Gecko just consistently keeps sending the pressure on Thunder, just diving it up the inside, causing Thunder to shut the door and not getting the best drive off as he would like.
Thunder trying to hold that lead. He's going for his first career NARAS win tonight, so definitely a lot of pressure on him. And there'll be a lot of pressure on Miller Memorial Racing.
If you're Thunder right here, though, are you mirror driving or are you just trying to pull a gap? Because it looks like to me,
definitely. You're definitely trying to see what line he's going to run. As Gecko goes high, that's going to give the advantage back to Thunder. But yeah, you're mirror driving, but while trying to see what line he's running, while trying to open that gap up at the same time. So there's really not one that you would choose. You would definitely want to mirror drive, though.
I think Thunder's in a position right here where he can kind of start driving his own line. He's putting a pretty good gap. I think Gecko got a little bit too aggressive diving inside. I think that kind of gave up a lot of his momentum. So I think Thunder can kind of hold his own line right now without too
Max
much
is
worry.
now 8 seconds back. He just dropped like a rock. That's a big issue with him.
So we're going to take a quick look at Slavic there and BMX. A little bit of contact with Zombie. I think these guys have fallen back, unfortunately. It looks like that battle is just going to be between Gecko and Thunder. Gecko losing a little bit of time here. Not the best corner for him right there.
No, I think he's starting to... I think his car reacts differently in traffic than what it did out there in the clean air.
Well, he lost a little bit of time right there. Nothing too significant. He's keeping the gap kind of where it is, but he's not gaining is a problem. Oh, car in the middle.
Caution.
Car in the middle. That'll be a caution. Another huge caution with only 10 to go. Wow. So another problem with Dusty?
Yeah, he's saying that he lagged out.
Well, that's another huge caution. So, once again, we are going to find ourselves with another crucial restart. But now, Thunder has the preferred line. So we'll see if he can take advantage of it. And once again, any of these guys in the top 6, they have a chance. So you have if you're one of these guys that's sitting behind Gecko and Thunder, you have to capitalize. You have to take any opportunity you get.
Or did I just fall back into the screen? Hey, we're sharing the same barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not. Never mind.
Should we hold hands in the barrier?
So with 10 laps to go, Biggie, this is obviously going to be another big restart to decide who's going to win it. Max is looking to regain all of that ground that he lost.
These restarts have been so crazy. I can't really say.
But we're going to have a brief 2-minute break. So we're going to.
What I will say is, if Gecko can get out in front, I think he wins. But if Gecko ends up having to chase somebody for that lead, I don't think Gecko can get this win. He doesn't seem like he's had the ability to really close the gap. So
I don't know why I disconnected, but I'm back.
well, what I was saying was, I think if Thunder gets out in front, I think Gecko loses because I don't think Gecko can chase him down.
Unless he has help.
Yeah, I think Gecko, if he gets out in front, he's gonna stay in front. But if Gecko can't get out in front on this restart, I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, so let's see if we can dial up Max. See what we can hear out of him. Max, it's Lee 08 up in the Fox Sports booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, Max? So that last restart, we've seen you restart in, I believe it was third or fifth, and you dropped like a rock. What happened?
Well, the car's just too tight. Don't know why. Just trying to figure everything out, because, I mean, we were doing so good earlier, and now it's like the car's just tightening up for no reason, and don't really have an answer for that. So it's kind of just trying to make it work, and hopefully next week the setups aren't this terrible, because like everybody was saying, they were great in practice. Now all of a sudden they're just terrible in the race.
Right.
So don't know what happened, but hopefully we can get it fixed up.
Keep your head up,
so
Max.
With 10 laps to go, do you think that you can maybe make some ground up and salvage out a good top 5 finish out of this, maybe even better?
Hopefully I can, but we'll just see what happens.
Well, these restarts have proven to be very chaotic, so if you can capitalize on it, then you should be able to find yourself in a pretty good spot.
That's the goal, but you never know anymore, man. Just gotta do your best and see if we can at least come home with a top 5, because top 3 streaks have been going on since Daytona. Hopefully we can get back up there. If not, at least top 5.
All righty, Max. I think that's all we have for you. So we'll let you go back into your voice chat, and good luck the rest of the race, buddy.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get ready for this restart with only a handful of laps to go. So unless there is another unforeseeable caution, I think this restart is, knock on wood, I think this restart is what decides it.
I think so, too. As Josh has pulled off, he has a time limit going on right now. Don't expect him to be back to the finish of the race. It's going to be Gecko and Thunder on the front row again with 10 laps to go.
Here we go on the restart, and they're
and
off.
The flags
Whoa!
is out.
Big shove from Slavic to Gecko, and that will actually put Gecko
to
in
the
a huge lead.
That's going to push him out front. If Thunder can capitalize on any mistake, that's Thunder's race to win.
Well, now what I will say is Thunder has been putting the
Max
pressure
is
on.
having problems with Slinky. Slinky's going to spin out. Max is going to save it. He's going to come back onto the track.
So still a single car, a little bit of contact in the back. But I will say Thunder has been able to really catch Gecko, and he's got Slavic right there behind him, putting some pressure on him. But, I mean, if you're Slavic right here, I think you have to help Thunder, or else none of you have a chance.
I think so, too. You can't work against him. You got to work with him if you want to go and catch that 23 car.
We'll see.
I know that they're two different manufacturers, but if you want to have even the slightest chance for this race,
I think there was
coming to 8 laps to go.
I think there was a car that went over. It looks like Dusty went over, I believe. So one of these cars
Dusty
went over.
Again.
I think it was either Zombie or Dusty. I just saw an orangish car flip over. But, man, another caution.
It was Zombie. Zombie flipped.
So another huge caution. Oh, my gosh. This is insane. Just chaos right before the end of the race. It is. So once again, we're going to have another opportunity. So I'm just going to shut up about the restarts mattering because every time I've said it, we've had a caution. So I'm not going to say anything this time. As much as I want to. But definitely a huge shove on the restart. Slavic to Gecko really put Gecko ahead right there. So, and once again, we've got Slavic and Gecko on the inside, so you got to think, is it going to be more of the same? And Slavic was really putting the pressure on Thunder as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's still them on the front row, so those two cars have been the main ones to be in contention for this win. No one else really,
Well, I'll tell you
we've seen some spurts out of Loading and some spurts out of Slavic, but it's mainly been Thunder and Gecko out front.
Well, I'll tell you what, Slavic does a lot of Formula E and Formula 1 racing, so if there's anybody who can hit the apex of a corner better than anybody, it's going to be Slavic.
And he showed it last night after winning the race at Kansas last night.
Yeah, so he's coming in here with a lot of confidence. So I think if he can keep it clean, keep it steady, keep some of these cars off of him, I think he's got a real good chance to win this as well.
I think so too. He definitely does. As Josh is now rejoining the race.
Josh has had a pretty good day too.
He has. As Logan is here. Logie, let's get him into the VC maybe.
Oh my.
Huh?
I said, oh my. You didn't just call him Logie.
Logie. What's up, Logan? Let me unmute ya.
Yo.
Hey, you're on live stream. Don't say any potty words.
No, that's Jen's job, not mine.
Oh.
I made it. A bit late, but I made it.
So, you're here to just watch the end of the race?
Yeah, well, because I was in Universal today, so I was just... Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God, Loading, making contact all around the lead. Pack.
I've been told Gecko's been pretty dominant today.
Yes, Gecko has been
the dominant car. Slavic for the lead. They're going to be 4 wide.
3 wide.
I'm getting my unchased right now.
Oh, they're going to bring it almost 5 wide for the lead. Are you kidding me?
Gecko's down to 5th. Zombie's in 2nd. This is the
Legends
highest I've seen
takes
all day.
the lead.
Also because I just got here.
Legends is in the lead.
Oh.
So, one of these guys has been running the back of the pack all night, has finally taken the lead. It looks like he's driving away from the rest of these guys.
He is.
Still a
with
tight
6 laps to go. Legends from Miller Memorial.
Oh,
takes
big
the
mistake
lead.
from Legends. He gets into the wall. He's going to leave the door open for Gecko.
Zombie's around. No, he saves it. It's going to be Gecko versus Legends. I think Gecko's going to come up the track here.
Big mistakes for... Oh my God, Legends still gets the lead. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. Legends still in the lead. It's a tight pack behind him. Any of these guys can still win.
Legends still up front right now.
Big push. Slavic to Gecko. Gecko's right there on the bumper.
Gecko's on the outside. Oh.
They go high. They go high. No. Slavic cuts down. Slavic's in a position now.
Slavic shoves 32 out of the way. It's
Gecko shoves 84 down.
It's going to be a really close finish. Oh my gosh.
Thunder pushes Slavic. Slavic trying to get a run.
He's got to close the
Nobody
door right
do we have
now.
draft today?
Legends.
Legends
draft
trying to
today or
close
no?
the door
Yes,
on
we do.
Oh,
Slavic.
looking back in like 6, they were running.
Oh,
into
Legends
each other.
goes high. He's going to leave the door open for Thunder. Thunder's right there.
Max
They're
just kinda
side
sitting
by
in
side down the
6.
back for the lead. As
Three
here
wide.
comes Slavic. He's in the grass.
3 wide. Slavic on the apron.
Is that under the line or
It is.
okay?
And
These
Legends.
setups do not seem very good, at least for the drivers
No,
we have.
they're not, because we had to do a last-minute track change because Dusty can't figure out Gateway.
Well, it looks like Thunder is
Wait, I was gonna
pulling
say
away
this doesn't
now.
look like Gateway. What track
It's
is
not.
this?
Oh, Thunder is pulling away with the
Well,
lead
I
with
think-
2 laps to go.
I think
Max
Thunder's
shoves
got this one in the
BMX
bag.
down.
I think Thunder has this in the bag.
Yeah, he's got 1 lap to go.
Very unfortunate
Unless
for
Gecko
Legends.
can get a really lucky run. I didn't actually see it happen. I'm assuming they all wrecked and Thunder.
So
just
here we
went through.
go. Here we
It's
go.
just been a real tight battle for the lead. It's been like this all
Thunder,
race
the
long.
rookie, might win
Oh, he's gonna
the
win.
4th race, unless he just dies.
That's a bit upsetting for Legends, though. I mean, he was really in a position to win.
Legends could go for second here now.
No, he's
it's gonna
not
be
gonna
him
do
versus
it.
Zombie at the end. Oh, Zombie's gonna turn him. Ooh.
Well, there we go. Thunder pulls away
had
with the
another.
crazy
The
win.
rookie wins.
Another first-time winner tonight. Slavic wins last night at Kansas. Thunder wins tonight at Nashville.
That was an absolutely crazy last handful of laps.
Yeah, that was crazy. Especially since I just got here. That's all I saw.
Yeah. Why is it that when you show up,
Well, you
everything gets
joined at the
crazy?
right time.
Yeah. Well, I literally got here as soon as I set up my computer. So
What a finish! Wow.
yeah, I'll be gone next weekend though. So because I'll be in the car again.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that Legends didn't win. I really thought Legends were gonna come out of nowhere. and win that.
Yeah, Legends had a real legitimate shot
That was-
tonight to win.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was absolutely crazy. That was an incredible last few laps.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, they
All right,
were
I'm
they
gonna go before I
were.
like pass out. I'm like half
I gotta go
asleep
back
right
on
now.
the stream to confirm that
It was yeah. Gecko was second.
Yeah.
he was second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends was
Okay.
third. Zombie was fourth. I don't know who's
Dude,
fifth.
That was
Slavic
crazy.
is fifth. Then Max, then BMX, then Loading, then Patrick, then Josh.
Let's
then
get the
Dusty, then
winner
Slinky.
in here for an interview, guys.
I agree.
They were like
He was
5
up
wide
there.
at one point.
I don't know how the race yesterday went, but
I
It
know
wasn't
this
as
was
chaotic
this was
as
a
but it was a good race.
this was
let's be honest here. Let's be honest though. Gateway setups are really weird. Even NASCAR Heat can't do it right.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get the winner in here.
I think this was a pretty good race.
Thunder.
Oh,
Thunder. First
You're
time
uncertain.
winner in NARAS as a rookie. How is it going, buddy?
oh my goodness! I really thought that I couldn't win it there because I was getting shuffled out that last restart, but the inside opened and I took the gap. So
So
I feel like everyone got shoved out that last restart
yeah.
though.
Thunder, I just want to talk to you real quick. So you came out here. What was the last race? You got third place. Was it?
Yeah.
So that was your first start, right?
At Atlanta.
Okay. So I mean, you've only started like a handful of races, and now you've already got a win. Like,
Wait, whoops.
but how does that make you feel, man? You came out here. You I wouldn't say you were the most dominant car, but you stayed up there, man. You were always up there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I really didn't think I had the car to do it, but we executed at the end. We were running second most of the race to Gecko. I knew he had the car to beat, so it's awesome. And my second start too. I really didn't expect that.
Dude, you did an awesome job, man. This was my favorite race of the season. So I think you did an awesome job.
I
Thank
think
you.
that you're wrong, Biggie.
I think that you should leave if you think you did a
I
better
think
job.
Atlanta was definitely the best race of the season
No, I don't think so.
for unbiased reasons.
But
We definitely have a lot to talk about this week on the NASCAR Weekly Podcast or NASCAR,
You're gonna have
NARAS
to do
Weekly
that without
Podcast.
me. Yeah, or you
Yeah.
could do it with me. It depends on what I'm doing, I guess.
Yeah,
Most likely I won't be on though.
we'll get together and talk about times that we can do it.
All right.
Thunder
But
definitely
without
enjoyed
right
it,
now.
man.
No, I'm kidding.
Man.
So, Thunder, we also had you on the NARAS Weekly podcast last Wednesday, and we were talking about your third place win at Atlanta. You're going to be back on it again this week because of this
If you can
win.
make
So,
it.
yeah, if he can make it.
Obviously, we're not forcing you. That's what they think. But if you're there, we'd like you to come on, but you don't have to.
Oh, all right. I probably will. Thank you guys.
Cool, because you don't actually have a choice. I just have to say that so they won't get
Yeah,
on
yeah.
me about it.
I'm getting forced against my will. I know.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Thunder, we appreciate your time.
All right.
We're going to go ahead and
thank
pull
you
another
guys.
driver in
Awesome
here if you want
job,
to go ahead
dude.
and head out.
All right.
We definitely got to get Gecko in here next.
Yeah, we got to get Gecko in here now.
Where's the stream thing so I can yell at people in stream chat? Use the link.
It's on YouTube. Dum.
Well, I don't have YouTube open. I just opened my computer.
Hey, what's going on, Gecko?
Yeah, what's up?
So a third place finish tonight. Not the one that you were
Wait,
no, second.
No,
Okay.
second.
Second place. My bad. So a second place finish tonight, not the result that you were expecting to have after a dominant performance tonight. Is there anything that you could maybe done different to retake the lead from Thunder?
Well, in the restart, I got shoved up by Legend and Slavic, but after a tough fight out there, we almost made it to the win and just need to improve for next race, and that's it.
Well,
Uh,
Gecko, I think you did an
You-
awesome race. I think you had an awesome race. I wouldn't feel bad about that second place finish at all.
I would not
You
at all.
were-
That was a very, very dominant performance.
Yeah, you were
Performance,
definitely the best
given
one
out by
out
you.
there. I think, dude, you were driving away for most
You
of
had
that
a-
race.
All in all, you did have a good points night. You know, you came away with stage 1, stage 2, and a halfway lap. So you gained a total of 30 points and 3 playoff points. So you can't be mad at that.
Well, I'm still proud of what I got this race, but
Man, you almost had the shutout, man. That was very impressive.
I will say I do think
Yeah.
Gecko will lock himself in on wins within the next 4 races if he
Oh,
keeps
for
doing
sure.
Oh, yeah,
races
yeah.
like
Well,
this.
you know,
Yeah.
he almost pulled a Slavic because Slavic dominated in the entire race last night, winning all the stages, halfway lap, and the race.
Yeah.
So this is now the second time that we've had a shutout race.
Now I just got to do that.
It's not about you, Logan. It's not about you.
Hey, Biggie, watch this. Hey, nah, I'm not gonna ban you in the middle of the stream. I will after, but not
Okay,
yet.
after. But Gecko, how do you feel about that race, man?
well, it was a really good race for me. We showed up really good pace out there. Besides that, it was a pretty rough track,
Yeah.
but we managed to get a pretty good race, and congrats to Thunder who made it to my pace and resisted really well.
Well, I think you're definitely a competitor, Gecko. I think you got next race too, man. So I'm excited to watch you race too. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I'm moving to next race and hope I win.
But
Hopefully I win if I'm there.
Logan,
But I mean,
Logan.
you can believe what you want.
this isn't about you, Logan. This isn't about you. This is about Gecko.
Hey, Biggie, you work for me.
No, I don't.
All right, Gecko, we appreciate your time coming on to the stream with us and letting you have an interview with us. We're gonna kick you out now. We're gonna get another driver in here.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night.
You
Yeah,
too.
next-
Yeah.
Race.
Good luck. Good luck next race.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna
Alright,
kick him
guys.
out myself.
Who do
Okay.
you guys want to? Who
I
do
think
you
we
guys
should
wanna
get.
bring
I
in
think
here
we should
now?
get Legends in here. I mean,
Legends.
yeah.
Does Legends have VC though? Because I know he didn't last weekend.
We're
Can you
about to
ask
find
him?
out. We're about to find out.
Legends,
Right.
do you
As
VC?
soon as I unmute, there we go.
I unmuted.
Legends.
Legends. Do you have VC? Say in Roblox chat or not? Is he still in Roblox? No. Oh wait, no, he is.
Can't hear us.
Yeah, he's in.
I don't think he's. He says he can't hear.
Oh, he says
Hold
he
on.
can't
Let me drag him out. Oh wait. Oh, that's right. It's still broken.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and I can't move him. You're gonna have to move him back in.
Okay.
Yeah, it disconnects him when he gets dragged. All right. I'm gonna disconnect.
Okay, so no interview. Oh, how about we just follow him into?
we could tell him to. Well, the issue is that gets weird because other people can join it. We could interview Slinky
Biggie,
or.
what are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm watching the stream, bro.
Oh, I want to see. I want to watch. Oh yeah, that's like the angle I had at the end of the L&L scheme reveal video. Remember when I just kept getting closer?
All right, let's go to General
Go
VC.
to General VC.
Okie dokie.
Oh, he has a voice now. That's crazy.
Legends.
Yeah, it DCs me. My mobile DCs me. I'll never get jacked. It's stupid.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. All right. So those last final laps, you guys, let's get out of this VC. We're trying to do an interview.
Silly
So those last
keys.
couple laps,
People are gonna keep joining, and you know that.
Yeah, I know. So those last couple of laps, you came out with the lead and had a very sizable lead. So just walk us through those last couple laps and what you maybe could have done different to keep the lead.
Those final few laps, I never knew I was gonna be on the lead. My car was very inconsistent all of a sudden until the final restart there. Our car was good for final laps, just screw up the corners a few laps and gave up the lead a few times to our teammate, and he won the race first for our team. Thing would have been different was like my car wasn't that much, a little bit tighter. I probably would have hold the bottom that more, but my car was very bad for this race. But we'll do good for the 6th car for next race at Darlington, I would assume. I think it's Darlington. But yeah, we had a good
next
race
race
here.
is Darlington next Sunday.
Yep. Good for our team here. Getting our first win here with Thunder, and hope we do good here at Darlington next week.
Legends, I just want to say you were kind of quiet that whole race up until those last couple of laps, but dude, you blew my mind. I was going crazy in commentators' voice
He's
chat.
like, oh my god. Yeah, he's like, I was Legends there, and I'm like,
Dude,
I was
I was your biggest fan for like 3 laps.
He's a
Yeah,
he's a Legend simp.
Dude, you made in my opinion, you made that race 10 times better just by
I
showing
was
up for those
Bubba
last
Wallace.
few. Yeah, dude. I don't care. I don't care
All
if
we
they called
needed
you
was the rain delay.
I don't care if they called you Mickey Mouse or not, dude. That would have been an amazing finish for me.
Mm-hmm.
But you were definitely the entertainer for those past couple of laps. But dude, if you do that next race, dude, if you do that next race, please win. That would be awesome. I need something like that.
Darlington's okay, Shaq.
I'm a big fan of last lap passes for the win.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for me, Legends. But
I will.
I think you had a good race, man. You were kind of towards the middle of the pack, towards the back most of that race.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's not about how you start. It's not about how you're doing during the middle of the race. It's always about how you finish. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you had
Which
a really
for me
good,
is neither.
I think shut up, Logan. Oh my god. But I think you had a really good race, man. So congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Logan, do you want to say
Alrighty.
something since you always say something?
No, I'm good now.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Appreciate you guys out there for watching. Congratulations to Thunder on his very first win, and Miller Memorial Racing on their first team win. If we have the chance, tune in next week for Darlington next Sunday, where we're gonna go 95 laps at the Lady in Black. So, Big, if there's anything else that you want to add on to it, go ahead. If not, we can end it.
Bye bye.